And joining me now, Wisconsin Republican Congressman Sean Duffy, a member of the Joint Economic Committee. Congressman, I know we want to talk to you about this health care repeal vote, but any reaction now that the Republican Campaign Committee has also called for some explanation for Jesse Jackson's long and continued absence from the Hill?
Yeah, listen, I haven't heard the NRCC's push on Representative Jackson, but I got to tell you what, I know that people come under a lot of pressure and stress, and that he has personal issues. I feel for him, and I wish him my best and his family the best, and let him know we pray for him.
Thanks so much on that. And on the repeal, one question that comes to mind is why? Why bother 33 times going through this exercise when you know what the outcome is going to be?
Well, listen, first of all, we've done some very popular things with the small repeals, from the 1099 tax repeal to the medical device tax repeal. But I think we see more and more Americans, they're not happy with this legislation, where we were promised that this was going to be a jobs bill. We were told it was going to create 400,000 new jobs. We were told that health care premiums were going to go down by $2,500 by the end of the first term of the president. We've seen those actually go up by $1,200. A lot of the promises that have been made just haven't come to be true. One of my concerns in my community is what's going to happen with Medicare. You see $500 billion coming out of Medicare going to fund Obamacare. That's going to affect our seniors. But not only that, you have the Independent Payment Advisory Board, the IPAB board, a board of 15 unelected bureaucrats that are going to look at where they can reduce reimbursements to doctors, hospitals, and clinics. And if you reduce the reimbursements to doctors, hospitals, and clinics for Medicare, you're going to impact the quality and access of care for our current seniors. And listen, I don't think that's right.
But how do you argue? How do you argue against that procedure, that process of cutting the costs at the same time as you're arguing that it hasn't cut enough costs? You can't have it both ways.
No, I'm talking about specifically what happens with Medicare. And what we do is...
Well, that's part of the health care savings from the bill.
Right, and so we're okay with the savings, but it should go to shore up Medicare, not be used for a different program for someone else. And when you look at Medicare, it's one of the cost drivers. We do it in a way in our budget that says, listen, our seniors have bargained for a promise. They deserve to get the Medicare they paid for, and they've retired expecting. So we give it to them in its traditional form for those current seniors. Any changes we make to Medicare are for future generations of retirees, those who are 54 and younger. And we think that's a fair way to do it, but to ration care for current seniors, that's just not right. You can't ask someone who's 85 to go buy groceries to make up the difference now for the care they're not getting that they bargained for. We think that's wrong.
Okay, thank you very much. The debate continues. The vote will be sometime around 3 or 4 this afternoon as we understand it. Thank you very much, Congressman.